Hey there, I'm Trent. I'm an account executive working in software sales. My senior leadership team reached out to me and said, Trent, we've noticed you've acquired 19 net new logos this year in 2021. Would you be open to speaking at our upcoming all hands corporate account executive and SDR meeting? I said I would love to. What that means is I've sold our SaaS solution to 19 brand new customers that were previously spending absolutely no money with us. In this video, I'm going to keep it super succinct, super to the point. What you need to know succeeding in software sales 101. When I think about my role in software sales, I have a quota each and every quarter, so I need to sell new deals to hit my quota, similar to what you may be facing right now. You do not control your book of business. You do not control your level of experience. What you can control is your effort, the level of activity you take each day, and ultimately how disciplined you are with your execution. Sales is an execution game because all you can do is control what's in your control and make the most of it. And when I think about how to execute on a day-to-day basis, it's all about how you spend your time. No matter where you're located at, no matter your demographic, no matter your race, no matter how much money you have, we all share 24 hours in a day. So those who spend their time in the best way to execute at a high level are those that will consistently hit their quota, that will make more money, and that will achieve more success in their life. So as an account executive or even an SDR, how should you structure your day? What does successful execution look like? It boils down to 3 core areas that you really need to dive deep into: pipeline generation, pipeline health, self-development. Pipeline generation is having the discipline to do the right prospecting activities each and every day. This isn't the answer you want to hear, but this is what you have to really double down on. You can't rely on your inbound or your SDR team to generate your pipeline. You can't rely on referrals. You can't rely on your ecosystem. You have to adopt a hunter mentality and eat what you kill, and be very disciplined and consistent and tenacious and relentless with the right activities every day. Cold calling, sending emails, adding new people to your sequence. Do that each and every day, and the more activity you take, the faster you are going to increase your numbers. Number 2, pipeline health. This is closing deals, working them from start to finish. My goal starting a sales cycle is to figure out how can I shorten the gap from that initial conversation to the time the customer actually completes my DocuSign. Typically, software sales has high ticket deal prices, so it's very expensive, so it's tough to sell, and that takes a lot of time because it's a complex sale. So how can you condense that sales cycle? You need to really know how to sell effectively. At my company, we have a sales methodology around command of the message, which I'm not going to get into that right now, and a MEDDIC framework. So being able to understand and break down the deal based on metric, economic buyer, timeline, pain, decision process, criteria, compelling event. And a lot of people will sit in front of you and say, you need to generate an ROI, a return on investment. In the corporate space, I sell to accounts that are sub 2 billion in revenue. I don't think the ROI is as important as people say it is. I think the most important factor in closing deals in software sales is the compelling event. It's driving urgency. Why do you want my solution? Do you want my solution? When do you want to set up my solution? And you really need to be able to answer those questions to drive urgency and drive a compelling event. Why now? Because if they don't actually want to buy, then you shouldn't be spending time with them. And when you run your meetings in software sales, a lot of reps don't always get that next event. You need a scheduled next event to continue the conversation. And the next level of mastery is not just getting that next event saying, hey, are you available next week? It's, hey, what's your availability tomorrow? Can we meet in 2 days? Let's shorten the sales cycle and meet more frequently. Who else from your team will benefit from this? Who else will be a part of that process? Bring everyone in, because the more decision makers that like you and like the solution, ultimately, the higher probability of success you're gonna have actually selling the deal. Finally, self-development. No one's gonna care about your success as much as you do, so you need to become a learning machine. You need to be self-aware enough to recognize where are your blind spots and what do you do well at, and what information can you go learn so that you can become more valuable to yourself and those around you to ultimately close more deals, win more business, and live a more successful life. And it's all about self-development. This is really the most important of the three, because the more you learn, it's going to become exponential. Like Kobe Bryant, someone who practices a lot, over the course of 2 years, these other basketball players, they can never catch up to him because he's just so much further ahead. It's that Malcolm Gladwell 10,000 hours at mastery. How can you condense your learning into a shorter time horizon? So what typically takes people 5 years to master, you can do in 2 to 3 years. And by doubling down on your self-development, that will put you in a position to actually do that. Pipeline generation, pipeline health, self-development. The more successful you can do these three, base your day around them, not waste time, focus on what you can control, the more success you're going to have in software sales, the more revenue you're going to close, the more logos you're going to generate, and the more success you're going to have, because you can have as much or as little as you want in life. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something new, make sure to drop a like now. Of course, subscribe to the channel for more daily sales videos. Let me know down in the comments below, what are your thoughts? What did I miss? What do you resonate with? What do you not resonate with? I read them all and I'll get back to you, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.